Hi, everybody. It is Andrea from Energy Healing by Andrea, and I hope everybody is doing great. Haven't made a video in a while, so here I am. And we're going to be talking about loss. And I've experienced a lot of different types of loss this year. It's been a lot. And I wanted to talk about loss because there are many different types of loss. And each one of them affects our mind and body, and each one of them affects it in a different way. And there's many stages of it. So I wanted to kind of go into detail and just kind of tell you guys what I do and how I release it. So the main thing of loss that I think everybody thinks about would be death. So there's two different types of that. There is the unexpected, accidental heart attack, stuff like that type of death. And so, whenever you're dealing with that, when I'm releasing it for people, I have to go into the day that you found out. So, like the fears behind that, the overwhelming, the shock, the grief, the anger, all associated with that day. Then I have to release it for after the death. Because whether you're planning the funeral, whether you are just a friend or another family member that is now dealing with the loss of that person in your life, even a coworker, I've gone through that. That is a weird place to be where you're like just used to seeing this person every day, where you're used to having these people in our lives, no matter how little they might have you might have thought that they affected your life, they could have actually affected it a lot more. And so dealing with those things that come the days and the weeks and the months and the years after that do need to be released so that we can release that inner emotional and mental um, physical pain that we have going on in there. So then the second type of death loss would be a expected death. So there's two different types of that. So we either have like cancer or something where we have been notified that this person has a terminal case and they will not be around in the future. And so there's dealing with the news of getting that information, the time between finding that out and the person passing away, the day they pass away, and then again the aftermath of that. And then the other type of that loss would be like an Alzheimer's or a dementia or some other sort of degenerative like mental state, because that person, like for example my mom, when they have forgotten you, you're almost dealing with the loss before they pass away. And then so that loss and the person who has the terminal illness loss is different of what I need to release for each person because of whether their mind is still there and their body is failing them, or their um, body is still there and their mind is failing them. They're different things that need to be released because you do grieve those two things very differently. Um, then there's the other types of loss. So, in the past I have moved away and a lot of other people have moved. So whether you're moving just to a different city, whether you're moving to a different country, um, that's a huge loss. Whenever I'm dealing with people that have moved from a different country or even 4 hours away, the loss of what they are missing, like the family, the friends, their home, it being familiar with the roads and how to get everywhere, the grocery stores, like there are little things that trigger you that you would never think. And being homesick is a huge thing. And I remember going from one store that was here to another store that was there and how different they were on the inside. And it was like, a huge moment for me of being sad that I didn't have the thing I was comfortable with. So a lot of the times we are affected and triggered by these like little tiny moments and not by these big moments that we would assume. So releasing that is gigantic. Um, and then if somebody that we love is moving away, that is also a big loss. That person is now only available on video chat. They can only visit once a year, if not longer. And just having that loss of that really close person in your life is huge. And a lot of stuff needs to be released for that. Um, there are so many different types of loss associated with everything. So whether you're losing a family member, a friend, a pet, whether you've lost a job, because there's so many different things associated with working. So there's the people that you're working with, there's again, the things that you used to do at work. If you really love your job and then you don't have it anymore, there's some people that when they like retire, like they can't handle the fact that they're not there anymore, that they don't have that day-to-day communication with those people, that they don't have that responsibility of that job anymore. So releasing all of that for a person, again, very important. What about the loss of the use of body parts? So if you say are paralyzed or you lose a limb, like the loss of those things in your body where you used to be able to be physically capable of doing certain things before, and now all of a sudden you cannot because of whatever has happened. Um, Releasing the loss of that is a huge struggle that people have to go through, and they have to live the rest of their life that way. And so if we do not release the stuck, trapped emotions that are within us, it can like eat away at us, and it can cause a lot of serious damage within the body. So, yeah. Anybody that has any questions on what I do, I release stuck and trapped emotions from the mind and body. I release it from a ton of different areas. I release a lot of complex post traumatic stress disorder in regards to things. Um, I release it from the body where it's sitting and send it on its way. And I ask my guides, and they tell me what needs to go. So I'm here for anybody that needs me or anybody that has any questions. I am always here willing to help. So have a wonderful day. I will make another video soon, hopefully. And I look forward to speaking with you guys. Bye bye.